it turned out he has a son who lived several states away. And I said, "So, does your son know how you're doing? Do you guys talk?" And he goes, "Oh, I tell him I'm fine." And I've heard so many of my friends say if they're fine, they're doing fine. And I'm like, your parent is not doing fine.
Yeah.
We're pack animals. Nobody should be living all on their own at any age. And if they're elderly, they're not doing fine. It, they're just not. And I mean,
Yeah.
this little old dude, God help him, he finally got in his car and drove home after not being able to. I mean.
Which is also scary.
It is, but we
Couldn't
don't
find
have.
his car.
But we don't have any public transportation in this country that is going to allow people to even use
Not
that.
down here. Not where we live. There's.
You'd have to live in like New York or Washington D.C. because like while we have a bus system, it'll drop you off on the highway and then you have to walk all the way across this huge parking lot to get to this megaplex grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Then take all your crap back up to the bus. I mean, that's too far for most old people.
Well, and we've actually seen that where the bus, there is a bus system down the road. It doesn't come this far out, but there's a bus stop at the bottom of a big hill for a major grocery store. So an elderly person could get off that bus, but then they've got to make their way up that big hill, through that long parking lot, purchase their groceries,
In 95-degree heat.
get all of that back down to catch their bus. So, I mean, you can only maybe shop for one or two bags.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have to make this trip on a daily basis.
And you could say ordering groceries, but as you know, ordering in groceries is expensive. So if you're on a tight budget, which most elderly folks are, they have no ability to really increase their pay. It's shameful. And so I think you're making the right decision by staying in that home. Yeah, seaside town.
Yeah, yeah, a smaller community,
Yeah.
limited opportunity, limited options, perhaps.
It's, I don't know. In this country, we really deal with that. They call them elder orphans. And well, Lewis, tell him about the Parnell grandmother.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about that, and I wasn't sure how much to tell. I will talk to Lewis and
Okay.
see what we might be able to share with you. It's a fantastic story, and we're getting near the top of the hour. I could probably talk on it for longer than we have available.
Yeah.
But to your point on elder orphans, we see a lot of those out on the reservation.
You see a lot of them everywhere.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I just can't underscore this enough. If you think your grandparents and parents are fine without you there, you're wrong. They're not. They need the company.
Darkness, my old friend.
They need the help navigating this stuff. I mean, if you've ever looked at your own medical bills and tried to figure them out in this country, my God, are they confusing?
Yeah, and we were talking about this the other day. The amount of effort expended towards Karen's mother, who lives here with us, in bilking her out of money is tremendous. The phone calls, the emails, the garbage in the mail.
It's it's not a stigma of living with your parents. It's I mean, I say my mom lives in the backyard kind of thing.
In a van by the river.
I do get that, but I would suggest that stigma comes from people who are eschewing their responsibility to their elders, and by putting it on you of you're still living with mom and dad kind of thing.
But you're caring for them, which costs time and money and effort and health. You are ensuring they eat, that they are comfortable,
that they're protected,
and homes require people. They're living things as well. You may not think of them that way, but if you have an abandoned home, you've seen how quickly it falls apart. But a home with people in it lives, it thrives. It's
I think we have to take care of each other. I mean, you and I mean, this weekend I got sick. You've had surgeries. I mean, it's not, and we're supposed to be at peak of power, right? Uh,
With the budgies.
Sometimes we are called upon uh, by our own honor system to take care of people who maybe should live with the birds. I mean, sometimes we are called upon by honor to do that.
I don't know. Your budgies might thump pops a little bit. So, uh, as you said, they're rowdy. The rowdy blue ones. The Rowdy Blues sounds like a football team, doesn't it? The Rowdy
Does.
Blues.
It does. It does. Yeah. I'm sorry, I get hot about that, but I do believe that we've not taken care of our old people the way that we should.
Yeah. So back to your point, if you